Hello, everybody. Again, this is Gray Hawk here. Welcome you to the 32nd Annual Native American Festival, virtual festival. And we're going to have another artist and a great guy coming up. He's been coming to Moundville for many, many years. We've been coming about the same time, growing up together here, I guess. Mr. Lyndon Alec. He's a member of the Alabama-Coushatta tribe in Texas, a premier hooper who has been performing all over the world, including featured openings at the Goodwill Games in Russia and many, many performed in Australia, England, and all around the world. He's one of the few remaining Alabama Indians. Well, Lyndon, usually Lyndon comes here to check, make sure that the grass is cut because his people, they were Alabama-Coushatta, and they were here, and he comes to check the grounds, make sure that you guys are taking care of it. So since he's not here, I told him that the grounds are taken care of now. But all the way from Texas, Livingston, Texas, right?
Right.
We have Mr. Lyndon Alex. Here you go, man. Take it.
All right. Thank you, Gray Hawk. Like you said, I'm not there to check my grass, so make sure it's cut good. All right. All right. This is real different for me. I've never done this before, uh, but I'm sure a lot of people all over the world is watching this, and hope you understand. And if you have any questions, link on there. Um, Let us know what you want to find out about us, or you can check my website before I forget. It's www.lyndonalec.com. So you can Google that and check my website out and throw me some comments or questions. I'll be glad to answer them for you. Again, my name is Lyndon Alec from the Alabama-Coushatta tribe, member there, and we're located about 90 miles Houston, Texas, and Lufkin, Texas. You can find us on the map there. So anytime you want to come out and visit us, come out and see us. And the best time to come out be on first weekend in June, which all this virus is going on, everything's canceled, and we missed out our annual powwow this year, first weekend in June. But next year, come out and see us first weekend in June, Friday night, Saturday night. We always have our powwow. Powwow is just like everybody getting together. It's just like a homecoming for our people. They come all over the United States and just mingle and dance together and have fun and meet new faces and old faces that you've seen before. So that's what it's all about. And we have competitions starting when the little kids are just now starting to walk, and we have a golden age, and maybe our elders are dancing from 60 to 70 years old people there that come out and dance for us. So come see us. Also, the Coushatta tribe in Louisiana is they have theirs right after ours. The second weekend in June. They have theirs inside. We have ours at the ballpark. We've been having ours at the ballpark for many, many years, and they continue to do that. But one in Louisiana, they're top 10 powwow in the nation, one of the best powwows they have. And each year they have many, many dancers and drum groups come all over the world representing their tribe. So come see them. Second weekend in June is the Coushatta Tribe Powwow. So welcome them. They'll have inside a pavilion. They have like stadium seats where it's comfortable. And one side they dance, the other side they have arts and crafts and food vending going on. So come see us then. Again, my name is Lyndon Alec, and I've been hoop dancing for 44 years. I'm 57, just turned 57, September 15, 57 years old, and I've been dancing all over the world, such as Australia, Korea, France, Russia, Alaska. Wherever they want us to go, we share our culture and our heritage to people that don't understand about Native Americans. Some people, they get scared. And, we don't call this costume, we call this regalia. A lot of people say costume. Costumes, you have it in October, like Halloween, that's costume. But this regalia that I have on, that's what it's called, the regalia. So anytime, people ask, what kind of costume, like, you have to correct them and say it's regalia. We call it regalia. And that's what we're here for, to educate. In Moundville, I miss all those kids, I miss the people there that they're always working hard for us each and every year. and it would have been happening this week, all this week from Wednesday to Saturday. We're usually there, but all this virus going on, we have to do what we can, to stay safe. So next year, I'm sure they'll have it and invite you to come out there and see it'll be the 33rd annual Native American Festival. So come out and see us again. And like I said, I miss all the kids taking pictures after my performances. Now I don't have to do that here, so it's just us here. So I hope you enjoy the dance. And this dance that I do is called a hoop dance. The hoop dance comes many, many years from Tony Whitecloud. He invented the hoop dance, and some hoop dancers may use up to 5, 20, 24, 50, and just depends on how many hoops they have. So each hoop dancers have their own meaning, which my dance come from the Tawas Pueblo in New Mexico. That's where mine came from. A friend of mine named Clint McMaster had showed me how to do the 24 hoops. At that time, I was doing only 6 hoops. Back then, we were using these tree vines. We go out there in the woods and use these tree vines, and some of them were small, some were pretty thick, and sometimes it hurts when you hit yourself in the head with it. But that was part of it. But now it's much easier. We use these pipes now, water pipes or whatever you want to call it, just something that we can make circle out of them. So I use these water pipes called PEX pipe now, and a lot of hoop dancers use those now. So it's much easier, much flexible, and you can do a lot of things with the PEX pipe because they bend a lot. So, but you'll see the performance here that I'll be doing, and you'll see all these formations and like the birds, plants, and animals that we show through our hoops. What all these mean is the creation that God gives us. Without these, we won't be able to survive on. But He gave us these things to survive, so we show up through our hoops, giving thanks to what God has given us. Also, the meaning circle, the circle of life that God gives us, you can have eternal life with if you trust in God. Also, each year in Phoenix, Arizona, they have a hoop dance competition, which is second weekend in February, if I'm not mistaken. So they have it every year. All the hoop dancers come all over the world, compete amongst each other. You'll see some little kids from 3 years old all the way up to 60-year-old elders coming out there. They have different categories, to compete once another, different people from other states as well. But they have different categories. They dance, and so as they have different categories, they have different prize monies for them. So that's how they go about doing that. So go out there and see them, or you can watch it on YouTube or whatever, So that's what they do. So, and I hope you enjoyed it. And like I said, this is very different for me. I've never done this. Feel like I'm just talking to myself. I hope people are gonna think I'm crazy or something, but I'm sure there's a lot of people out there watching right now. It's live, and I hope you enjoy it. And like I said, look on my website, www.lyndonalec.com. Shoot me some comments, or if you have any questions, feel free. So we'll get right down to it. So I hope you enjoy it. This is my version of the Native American hoop dance.
All right, Lyndon, that was awesome, man, as usual.
Thank you.
How you feeling?
Wore out.
I was going to ask you a question, man. How young does most of your dancers that do hoop dance? How young could they be to start dancing?
Uh, well, my grandson, already my son started when he was 3 years old. He started out using 4 hoops at the time. So now I got 3 grandkids that are boys. Got one granddaughter. All 3 of those boys are hoop dancing. The oldest one is 14. The middle one's 9. The young one's 7. The oldest one's using 12 hoops. The other 2 are using 8 hoops.
And I heard that I know that now for at one point it was only boys and men that were doing hoop dances, and I hear that there are young ladies that are doing hoop dances now.
Oh, yes. I guess back then they only thought it was for men. But You hardly see any women come out to hoop dance, but they all start coming, especially in Canada now. There's a bunch of ladies coming out from Canada hoop dancing now. So it's not only for the men, but it's for women as well too. Whoever is interested in it.
Yeah, the other thing I was going to ask, how many hoops? I mean, as far as you know, I mean, I've seen so many hoop dancers, and since I've been seeing hoop dancers out, what was the largest amount of hoops that you think anybody's ever done at one time?
His name is Jones Bentley. He used 51 hoops. He's probably in his probably mid 70s, early 80s right now. They honored him 2 years ago in Phoenix, Arizona at the World Championship Hoop Dance Competition, and he danced out there.
Well, I know when you do your hoop dance, I've watched you throughout the years, and you do many different animals and different things like that. What type of images do you do when you do your hoop dance?
Well, I have the sun, the earth, crawfish, the eagle, the flower, and the sun. Tumbleweed, yes. So everything that represents the the beautiful creation outside, that's what I do.
You ever did the crawfish?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Crawfish.
What
Louisiana
I
crawfish.
was I wondering. I know you guys have y'all clans and all. What main animal do you follow as far as the clan goes?
Well, I'm in the beaver clan. That's what my clan is. And I've always been told by our elders that you do not eat beavers on your clan. Which I'm glad we don't eat beavers. I don't know how it would taste, but that's how what we was told many, many years ago. So I follow the beaver clan.
I know some people do eat the beaver tail. They it's a big dish up north, and I've tried it. It's kind of I guess fatty. It's acquired taste. Yeah.
Yeah, we was told not to eat our clan, so that's what we do. So we have a few beavers out here, but not just in the reservation, but throughout the county. I know we have a lot of beaver problems because they mess up the roads. They dam it up and stop up the road, so the water would go over the road sometimes, and they have to get some of the officials to come out and see what the problem is.
I was yeah, we're talking how many I know with us we have about 14 clans. How many clans do y'all have in the
We have
Coushatta?
12
12,
clans, yes. And I believe the Cushattas in Louisiana have nine, seven. I'm sorry, seven.
7.
Yes.
Y'all probably have some of the same ones that we have. I know they have the Shawi, the raccoon clan,
Uh huh. We
and
call it, yes. I don't think we have sawa, what we call it, raccoon.
yeah.
I don't think. I know some of the tribes do and some don't. So
Well, my both the clans that I belong to. My father is Otter. I know y'all probably have
yeah,
Otter clan.
yeah. No, we don't.
We have Otter, and my mom is Big Cat Cougar Clan or Big Cat Clan. I don't know if y'all have
Uh
that
huh.
too.
We have coyote, I think.
Yeah,
Coyote, buffalo.
Coyote. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It's alligator, salt, beaver. I can't remember all. I should know them all. Um, it's quite a few though. There's quite a few of them.
Yeah, a lot of people don't realize that, our name, the clans that we belong to are families.
Oh
Now we
yes,
have last names, but that's how we knew who we were by our clans.
yes. It's like when it goes on your mom's side. So if you on your mom's side, which my mom was a beaver and my dad was a tiger, that's what my dad used to say. He was from a tiger clan. So it goes on your mom's side. So uh, whenever your mom has the clan, and it goes to your kids, and that's what the kids are. They got beaver clan.
Yeah, we were talking about that the other day as far as us as Muskogean people. We're Muskogean people. Our languages are pretty close. as Muskogean people, and also too we were matriarchal matrilineal, where it went, like you said, from the mother's side of the family.
Right. It's just like Chickasaws and Choctaws. We're all related. Muskogeans.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're all related back then, and we still are. We're still relatives. So, but it's been good though. I mean, there's hope everything starts slowing down where we can come back and let the kids come back. I miss the kids. I miss the kids. Because they're all the time ready for pictures, and I'm ready for them, and they all like to meet a Native American, and that's what I do. I enjoy what I do, and I always tell them, I said, I'll be here till the last one is gone. And that's what I do. I just enjoy them. Miss y'all so much, though.
Alex, Lyndon, we have a question on from one of our viewers. How did you learn the animal in nature images that you make with your hoops?
Well, first of all, I learned it from a friend of mine that taught me the hoop dance, and he explained it to me what it was. His name is Clint McMaster. He came down for the reservation for Beyond the Sundown. It's a story about our tribe, and these people audition to be in this. I guess it's kind of like a story about our tribe, and a lot of colleges all over the world came out to audition. So, and he was one of the hoop dancers. He came from New Mexico, but he was going to school in Brigham Young University, which they travel all over the world. So they brought their. It was called a Lamanite generation. They had Polynesian dancers, native dancers, Mexican dancers, and they just showed that all over the world. So he was one of the hoop dancers, and he came down to be one of the actors, and he came down and danced with us and drummed for us sometimes, and that's where I learned it from. It's from him.
Well, that's that question from A. Sorley. I think I said it right, Sorley. If anybody else out there has any questions, please feel free to send in a question and see if Lyndon, Alex, any type of question, and we'll try to answer it for you. And um, we're talking about the mounds, and we're all descended from the mound culture. Lyndon, I myself, we're Muskogean people. I'm Holman, I'm Choctaw, and we're Muskogee people, and we all are from the mound culture. One question I want to ask you, Lyndon, and I've asked every Muskogee person that I've talked to since we've been doing this. What was the first when you first came to Moundville and you rode over that railroad track and you saw this site for the first time? What was the first thing you thought about?
I thought, wow, what amazing sight that was, and as soon as we got here, I said, it was so peace and quiet. I mean, I don't know what it was. It was just so good just to go through there. And I guess part of it was our native people, building the mounds. And knowing they did that many, many years, that took a lot of work. That was a lot of work doing that. And so when I first got there, I was just amazed to see something like never seen anything like that because we hardly traveled. We hardly traveled till I started hoop dancing, got to travel and got to see a lot of stuff. So that was one of the most sights that I ever seen. That was amazing to me.
Yeah, I was. We were talking about that, with Betsy and a few other people that were on, and Amy. You remember Amy, and everybody was saying what they felt. And like when I came across that road, and that was 30 years ago. When I came
Yeah,
across that railroad track for the first time, and it was early in the morning, and I saw that fog coming across those mounds. It was like, oh my goodness, people have to go across the ocean to see their Mecca, where they're from. And
right,
here I just walk across the railroad tracks and I go, this is where I'm from. This is my
right,
people, and
right.
it was just like it was very spiritual for me, and I think until you come here and you actually see these mounds, and I always suggest come as early as possible to watch the sun come up here. It's just unbelievable. I mean, it takes your breath away, but also realizing that your blood and who you are is from here. It's hard to explain how the feeling that you get when you come here, realizing that our ancestors built this site.
Oh yes, because I always explain to my kids that I said we go to this place Moundville every year. I can just show them the pictures, but it's just like, oh, okay, you know what I mean. It's just like, hey, you just need to go over there and see it for yourself, and you'll be amazed to see what's out there. And that's how I was. It's just, yeah, it's just home there. That's our home. When we come there, we feel so good to see all that. And have a respect for the mounds as well too.
I was just asked if you have any other dance that you might want to do, or anything, or a story, anything that you might want to share with us.
Sure, I can. I do have my grandkids that I want to share with. I remember this lady one time, and she asked me what wisdom was. I remember when my grandpa was retired from the school district. He was a maintenance man there, and he retired, and we just lived down the road from him. And every time when I was a child, somewhere around 8, 9 years old, I always think about those times that when I had a flat tire on my bike, I would just walk it up there, even though I had a flat in the back or in the front. And as soon as he saw me, he'd be out there. He would stay busy all the time. He'd be inside his storage building, sharpening his blades, or changing spark plugs, cleaning or something. He's always out there all the time. And one day he was out there just cutting weeds. Instead of using a lawnmower, he was using those old timey tools where you just swing that blade. And that's what he did. And he saw me coming up, and he would put everything aside. He would put everything aside, and he would come over and say, "Do you have a flat?" I said, "Yes, I do." I said, "Well, turn it over and take it off." And we'd take it off, and I enjoy what he used to tell me. He said, "As soon as you put that little cement on, you put that uh, the light on and the matches, whatever, light it up, and you just blow it, and then you put that patch on." And that's what he showed me, and that's the time that he took, and I try to do the same thing to my grandkids too. So now my grandkids are hoop dancers as well. I have to brag on them though, because they've learned when they was little at 3 years old. My son was the same way too. He was a hoop dancer. He learned starting at 3 years old as well, starting with 4 hoops. But these kids that I have, I know Lindsay's seen them before because we did that dance not too long ago, and they love the dance. I wish I could bring them one day up there to. I mean, the kids would enjoy them. They would enjoy them more than me because they've seen me so many times. But these little kids are just 7, 9, and 14 years old, and it's amazing for me to watch them dance because I started when I was 12 years old. I started later in the years, but these kids started when they was 3 years old.
Yeah, I remember the first time we met. It was a long time ago. We were doing over in Lake Charles.
Oh
Um,
yes,
yeah, yeah, that was a long time ago. Yeah, my
I bet.
my oldest daughter's going to be 40 this year. I think she was like 12 years old at the
Ooh,
time.
Dieter.
Yeah, no, Christy.
Oh,
Cedar's
Christy.
20
Okay.
26 now.
I
You
figured
know.
say I said, my goodness, he's going fast.
Yeah, no, that was the other one. She was a little
Okay.
older, and that's when we were hanging out with Armando and all the guys,
Right.
and so it's been a while. We've been hanging out with each other for a long time. But I tell you right now, I'm looking forward to when we can get together again, be out here at Moundville, and hopefully you can bring your grandsons with you,
Yes.
and we get next year. And but I want to thank you, Lyndon, for being a good friend, brother, and it's good seeing you, even though you're not here. And again, maybe hope we can hang out like we usually do. And again, this is Mr. Lyndon Alex, and you can get in touch with him. We just showed his website. If you have any questions, please feel free to call him on his website, and check his site out. Again, Mr. Lyndon Alec from the Coushatta Reservation up in Livingston, Texas, right? And
Alabama.
Alabama-Coushatta. And again, we thank you and everybody that's here on this program right now. I want to thank you for being with us. This is only one of many that's going to happen this week. We have more that's going to come. So please be aware of what's going on and visit us. And you can get online and check out our museum. In also our gift shop where you can get our mugs and some of the things that we have. And I also want to show you the new shirt this year because Lyndon, hopefully you can get one of these because I know we get them every year. But this is the new shirt for the festival this year. Can you, if you can see it, for our 32nd annual Native American Festival? And you can get it from you can see it up there right now, Festival Museum, UA gift shop, and we have more than just the T-shirt and the mugs, and you can order those. And again, Mr. Lyndon Alex, my brother, and your family, I hope you well, and I hope to see you next year or even sooner than that. And y'all really take care, and everybody out there. Thank you for being with us. And this is Gray Hawk signing off, and I hope to see you for the next performance. Thanks a lot.